Hello coolers, welcome back to Viva Barca and welcome to the home of everything Barcelona, where we are going to be discussing on some interesting updates. We start with his former Barcelona attacker Gerard Deulofeu, who have recently vowed he will never return to Barcelona if he is given the opportunity. We are going to be discussing on that as we progress. Then secondly, talking about our captain Sergio Busquets, as it has been reported that Barcelona are considering two players as Sergio Busquets' replacement next summer. We are also going to be discussing about that. So guys, as we get right into it, please do ensure to subscribe, give the video a like, and please watch the video right up to the very end. Barca, Barca, Barca. In a recent interview with Marca, Gerard Deulofeu has raised a few eyebrows with his thoughts regarding a potential return to Barcelona. A product of the famed La Masia Youth Academy, Deulofeu was a first-team player for Barca for a total of 5 years. But during his time at the club, he only featured in 23 competitive matches before joining Watford on a permanent deal back in 2018. Although Deulofeu did enjoy a couple of dodgy spells in the Premier League after his successful stint at Everton, he has once again returned to the fray for his exploits at Lazio. Since joining the club in early 2021, Deulofeu has racked up 16 goals and 13 assists in 58 competitive matches. But when asked about a potential return to Barcelona, the forward outrightly rejected the notion, stating, "No, I have said it before, no." Interestingly, Deulofeu offered a curious response when subsequently asked about a potential move to Real Madrid. He said, "Would I go to Real Madrid? If they come, how are you going to say no? I'm going to go there." The Lazio attacker's comments have made waves within the Barcelona and Real Madrid circles, but at the end of the day, it is unlikely to be relevant as neither of the two teams have yet shown any interest in signing the player in the near future. Deulofeu, though, has consistently performed well in Lazio and may have a real chance of a late call-up to the Spanish national team, with Luis Enrique open to ideas, as evidenced by the exclusion of Ansu Fati. It will be interesting to see how the former Barcelona winger performs in the coming months. Interesting statements there from Gerard Deulofeu, and you can see it from his response that he is not happy at all with his time at Barca. It was a disaster. Of course, played very few games, playing 5 years as a first team member. And funny enough, he left by the La Masia youth setup, and of course, not everybody leaves the La Masia and succeeds. That's just a proof to tell us that no matter that the fact that you leave La Masia does not guarantee that you'll be a very much loved player at Barcelona, and that is the case with Gerard Deulofeu. Of course, I can't remember the season that he played at least. I think the highest season he played football was during Ernesto Valverde's first season, that is the 17-18 season. He had some fair share of game time, but after that he was sent to Everton in the Premier League, and things were just a type for him. So now he plays for Lazio in the Serie A, and it is very clear that he has not forgotten about the very bad time he had with Barca. And things even got more curious when he said for Real Madrid, if they come calling, why would he say no? He just wants to make things a type. But it is what it is. Not everybody comes through Barca and enjoy their time. We have seen many players, not just Deulofeu. There are many players who have come through Barca and see Barca as hell, right? Why others come and enjoy Barca. So people are different. Players are different. The way coaches treat some players are different. And they are all human beings. Let's not forget. Some coaches will prefer this player just because they have natural love for the player. But another coach will come and the coach will hate the player. So that's sad. Things are just, everybody have his own person. So there are some players that it's just destined that it wasn't meant to be for them to succeed. And Gerard Deulofeu is definitely one of them. Definitely one of them. He had very few game time in the Camp Nou during his time. And actually, there was nothing special about him. With all due respect to Gerard Deulofeu, it's not like he was too special a talent that some coaches came and, fans were not happy, like when we see the case of Ricky Puig's own case where he was sitting on the bench throughout and 3 coaches came across, nobody even cared about Puig. But Deulofeu's own case is quite different, right? He just is, I think he was just an average squad player, and there was nobody who complained that why is this coach not putting Deulofeu to play games. It was just like he's just a normal guy, and it seemed as though he still carried those pain, those miserable times at Barca in his heart to today, and even insists that no, I said it before, no, I'm not returning if they want me to return. After all, there's no way that we can even sign that guy again. His time is over and he will never return. Then moving on to the next story of discussion, with Sergio Busquets' contract expiring at the end of the season, the Barcelona captain is expected to move on from the club next summer, barring any late surprises. The 34-year-old has been a mainstay at the club for nearly 15 years and has tasted great success during that period, but as things stand, he looks set to bid goodbye to his boyhood club in less than a year. A move to the MLS has been muted heavily for Busquets, with David Beckham's Inter Miami FC already being linked. Should he leave, the Spaniard will leave a huge vacancy in the middle of the park for Barca, and according to Marca, Barcelona have already set their sights on two possible options to replace him in the summer of 2023. The names being considered by Barcelona are Ruben Neves of Wolves and Real Sociedad's Martin Zubimendi. Neves has been on Barcelona's radars for quite some time now, and there were links to the Portuguese midfielder even during this past summer transfer window. However, he stayed put at Wolves and continued on his impressive ways. As for Zubimendi, he has enjoyed a great progression since becoming a first-team regular at Real Sociedad in the 2020-21. The young midfielder has a massive release clause of 60 million euros, even though his market value is believed to be around 40 million. Whether La Real are willing to negotiate a lower fee for him would be a key in determining if Barca go after him next summer. With Ruben Neves, Barcelona could have an advantage as he is represented by Jorge Mendes, who has a very good relationship with club president Joan Laporta. However, with no release clause in his contract, Wolves could demand a large fee for him. From within the club, Barca might look at Frenkie de Jong and Nico Gonzalez as possible replacement for Busquets. The former has looked good in a pivot role whenever he has played this season, and the latter, currently on loan at Valencia, has long been spoken of as the heir to the current captain. So it will be interesting to see what strategy Barcelona decide to take to replace their long-serving midfielder next year. Busquets will see his contract expire next year in the summer of 2023, and Barcelona are currently looking for who could replace him when he leaves. We all know Frenkie de Jong is a DM by trade, and most Barca fans will be like, why should Barca not just use Frenkie de Jong there? But from the look of things, it seems as though Barca, believe that Frenkie de Jong is not the kind of DM that they want to be there for the long term. Frenkie de Jong is a totally different style of DM compared to Busquets, as Busquets is a pure Barca style DM. Let me put it that way, pure Barca style DM. And so Barca believe that looking for a replacement that, they have a similar profile will be the best option. So that keeps Frenkie de Jong's name hanging now in the balance, in the air, if what will happen to Frenkie in the future. So talking about the captain Busquets, according to multiple reports, his destination is very much likely to be the MLS in the United States of America, David Beckham's Inter Miami being the best destination from what we are hearing from many reports. So let's see, we've been talking about two players for the longest time, Martin Zubimendi from Real Sociedad and also Ruben Neves from Premier League side Wolverhampton Wanderers. Those are the two players we've been talking about multiple times when it comes to potential replacement for Sergio Busquets. So Barcelona are seeing those two as the favorites to replace him. So let's see which one Barca choose to go for in the summer of 2023. So guys, with that we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, bye bye.